Yup. Famo. What up? What the bumba? Y'all don't know? What's happening, famo? What's good with y'all? You already know what this is. We back again with another video. Y'all don't know? And you know how we do it. First of all, I want to give a shout out and say peace, love, light, and healing energy to all the gods and goddesses of this earth, of this realm, to all the star beings, all the star seeds. Peace, love, and light to the youth. Peace, love, and light to all the rainbow children. Peace, love, and light to the ancestors. And peace, love, and light to all you woke motherfuckers out there. Know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Y'all the MVP. For real. At a time like this, this is what we need. And this is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about mastering thyself. Mastering yourself, that's what it's all about. That's what semen retention is all about. Fam, you're not going to transcend this realm if you do not master yourself, if you do not practice your discipline and work on your willpower, right? Work on your mind power, work on cleaning your vessel, working on your spirit, okay? Because that window and that time, that opportunity is now. You don't want to miss that opportunity. You got to transcend this realm. You got to open up your third eye. You got to get on semen retention. This is what I keep talking about. I'm gonna keep hammering it in. I'm gonna keep reiterating that point as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So sit back, relax, famo. You dig? Do whatever you gotta do to chill. Puff on the L if you want. And we gonna get into a little something like this. This is King Astro for all y'all who wanna know. Let's go, y'all don't know? Man, bump that. Bring in my theme music. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep reiterating that point. That even though I'm talking about semen retention, and this is mostly for adults dealing with pornography issues or lust issues or sex addict, even though I'm speaking on those type of issues, the underlying message I still want to do is reach the youth. That's it, because semen retention is about discipline, and the youth needs to be hip to what discipline is at an early age before they get caught in that trap, get caught in that cycle, perpetuating the system that is failing anyway. The new earth is here, so right now we're going back to school. But we're not going back to school to learn the regular degular. This is self-mastery. Alright? Classes in session. Now let's begin. I'm gonna go down the list real quick of how I feel, in my opinion, is the way to begin to be on the road to self-mastery. Alright, pretty much to becoming woke. Alright, I'm gonna go down the list and I'm gonna explain it. Number 1, be healthy. Number 2, exercise. 3, don't be greedy. Number 4, don't be lustful. Number 5, don't be lazy. Number 6, don't be quick to anger. Number 7, don't be jealous. Number 8, don't be prideful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So now, let's just go down the list. Number 1 is obvious. Be healthy. Okay? And that all comes with discipline. And how does that relate to semen retention? Well, for me, on my journey, when I got on the semen retention journey, it automatically triggered something inside me that made me change my habits, all my habits, my drinking habits, my smoking habits, my eating habits. Something was triggered inside of me that all this had to change, and I think it has to deal with the science behind semen retention. Okay, when you break down semen retention and how it works, you have the cerebral spinal fluid that comes from the different parts of your brain, the pineal and the pituitary glands, right? That travels down your spine and around your spine all the way down to your sacrum, and if not squandered, right, becomes light energy and travels right back up to your brain, where it heals your body, it crystallizes your brain. So it's like an automatic process where, put it like this, semen retention, semen is fluid, okay? And the fluid has cerebral spinal fluid in there, right? And cerebral spinal fluid is very important because this fluid is like a watery, it's like seawater type substance. And this seawater type substance is a crystal kind of water that holds information. It's light energy plasma in liquid form that holds information and receives and transmutes information, right? So it receives information, transmits information from the environment, from your body. Okay, and it helps to keep everything in balance, in line. And then when you don't squander it, and the semen goes back into your body, it gets reabsorbed, and the cerebral spinal fluid from the semen travels back up the spine back into your brain, where it crystallizes your glands, your pituitary and pineal, right? And not only that, it illuminates different parts of your brain. It opens up different parts of your brains that have been like the dormant brain cells. Okay, so it goes into awakening dormant brain cells and neurons and neural pathways in your brain. So this is why, you know, number 1, to be healthy is automatic, because when you're on semen retention, the information that you're going to receive is, okay, we're going to make changes to your body because we're healing. So in order to assist with the healing, you got to help us help you. So through the act of semen retention, you have to become healthy. How do you be healthy? That's obvious. You got to eat healthy, have a clean plant-based diet. Okay, you got to cut out the meat. I don't care what you say. The meat is going to keep you in a lower vibration. It's going to keep you 3D. You're eating death. You're eating flesh. You're eating blood. Okay? You're eating something that was alive and wanted to be here, but, you know, and you really don't have to eat meat. There's other things you can eat. And I know this from experience. Okay? I've gone months and months and months and months without having meat, and I'm perfectly fine. Not only that, I'm getting stronger, better, bigger, faster, whatever you want to call it. Because coupled in with semen retention, it even makes me more healthier because it's a healing process. And this is all about leveling up. Self-mastery is all about leveling up. Okay, so if you're on semen retention and you're eating healthy, you have plant-based diet, you're not squandering your testosterone, already you're having a healing. You're healing on the inside of your body, physically. You're healing your mind, mentally. Because you don't squander it, it goes back to your brain. And you're healing yourself spiritually, because this is light energy. Because when this fluid goes back into your brain, where it's transmuted and resurrected and refines your glands, your third eye becomes open, and you are hit with a heightened sense of awareness, enlightenment. You know, you got insight, clairvoyance. Things just get all your senses get heightened. Put it like that. All right. So that's the number one way to level up. You got to be healthy, eat the right stuff, fruits and vegetables. You know what I mean? You don't have to eat that much anyway. Anybody that told you you had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I mean, they pretty much lied to you. Okay, you don't have to eat 3 times a day. You don't. Okay, I eat 1 time a day. I've been eating 1 meal a day for years, and I'm in the best shape of my life. Best shape of my life. I'm in even better shape than I was when I was eating 5 meals a day, trying to gain muscle mass. Okay, I'm not only stronger than I was when I was bigger. Okay, I'm definitely not as big as I was, but I'm as strong as I was, which doesn't make sense. Okay, I got stronger way too quickly. The strength, put it like this, the strength I have doesn't really match my size. Like, for the stuff that I'm moving around, I should be way bigger than I am. And I know I'm not, because I'm not drinking protein shakes, and I'm not on, eating a lot of meat, and I'm not eating 4 to 5 times, 4 meals a day. I know that. But I'm still gaining muscle mass somehow, and I'm still getting stronger by the week. So it's working out for me. Alright? Boom! Number 2, way to self-mastery. Exercise. Now, this is one of my favorite, obviously. Love exercising. Okay, the things that happen to your brain and your mind and your body after you exercise, the hormones, the endorphins. It's like, I don't know, it's like a high that I'm addicted to it. Okay, I'm addicted to going in there, getting my workout, finishing my workout, sweating, going hard, and knowing that I put my all into it. And I always put my all into it. You know what I mean? I go in there and I just kill it. And leave everything right there in the gym. So exercise is very important when you're on semen retention. If you're a female, it's definitely important to be exercising. Hit the gym, do the squats. Okay, make sure you do the squats. Make sure you do the the lifts. Do the lifts for your back. And mainly squats. I mean, squats is really all you need to do to get in shape. Okay, and if you're a guy, go in there and throw the weights around. Throw all those weights around. You know what I mean? Just go in. And that's what I do. I go in and I can go hard, because through semen retention, you are saving your testosterone. You're not squandering it. So you have a lot of energy, natural light energy stored inside you that you can transmute and use to further boost your workout and become a beast. And it works perfect for me. When I go in there, I'd be surprised sometimes that I have the energy, because I'm like, man, I'm not taking any supplements, I'm not taking any boosts, I'm not taking any protein shakes, but I got the energy. All I had was a salad last night, but I have the energy. I'm ready to go. And I'm lifting like crazy. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's supernatural. Okay, but that's the way it's supposed to be. So when you're exercising and you're on semen retention, your body starts to change quick. Everything gets tightened. because through semen retention and the nutrients that you're not wasting and the cerebral spinal fluid, it's just gonna keep everything tight, and you retain everything that you're working on. When you're exercising, you retain it. As long as you keep your plant-based diet, eating healthy, and you're exercising, coupled with semen retention, you're gonna be feeling like a beast, like a god. You're gonna feel great. And another thing that I think is important while you exercise and throw weights around is, I feel like it's a good form of exercise to learn some combat. Learn some kind of combat, not only for protection, but, it'll give you a sense of confidence also. Alright? You can learn some MMA or karate, whatever you feel. Me personally, I like boxing. I feel boxing is the quickest, easiest form of combat to learn, because you can pick up on it quick. There's a few fundamentals. Once you learn the basics and the fundamentals, you can pretty much build upon that. Once you learn how to throw a punch, how to throw a jab and a hook, uppercut, how you know how to do your stances, you know how you hit the bag a few times, you know what it's like to spar. Yeah, your confidence will be raised. Male or female. It's good to learn how to defend yourself. So if you're exercising and becoming strong, you might as well not just be strong, but also know how to use that strength in ways so no one can take advantage of you. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a victim. Okay? So, like I said, you can do whatever kind of combat you want. Me personally, I feel like boxing is the easiest way to get in the door. A few months, you need like 4 to 6 months of actual training from a real boxing coach, and then you can build upon that. You learn a few combos, and then you can learn how to mix those combos up and just go from there. In shadow boxing, it's all in your mind, but you got to get a taste of combat. If you're a male, get a taste of combat. If you're female, do it for the exercise, but also do it because you don't want to be a victim ever. You don't ever want to feel like you can be a victim. Okay? And coupled in with transmuting your sex energy and retaining your sex energy, you just become more sharper, more quicker, okay, in combat. And I've noticed that when I started boxing, I was not on semen retention. And I was getting beat up every left and right. I'm not gonna lie, but I was holding my own. I ain't gonna lie, I was holding my own. But now that I'm on it, I just see things can be way different. I haven't really been back to the gym because of all this pandemic and things that's going on, but I still practice every week on a regular basis. I still practice, still hit the bag, I still do combos, I still get it in. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, consistency. You never want to stop. And yeah, I just feel like boxing is definitely one of the fastest, easiest ways to get into combat and learning how to defend yourself. And it's good for anyone to learn, male, female, and even the youth. If you're the youth, yeah, definitely get into boxing. It's a good way to get discipline. It's a good way to at least know what confrontation might feel or be like. Alright? Okay. Moving on along. Number 3 for self-mastery, right? Do not be greedy. I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. And this all has to do with your chakras, Are you a giving person? Are you giving your time and your energy to the right things? And it's not just about giving money, it's just, don't be greedy with your time, don't be greedy with your energy, don't be greedy with your resources. If there's someone out there that needs a helping hand, don't be scared to give it to them. Alright? And just keep your chakras open so during semen retention, the liquid can flow through the sacrum, through the heart chakra. Because that's what it is. When it's first produced, and the THYSELF from your pineal and pituitary all travel down your spine. It's gravity's pulling it down. But if not squandered, it becomes light energy. Then gravity pulls it up, right? But it needs to go through doorways. And sometimes if your heart chakra is blocked, or your sacrum chakra is blocked, or your throat chakra is blocked, it makes it hard for this fluid to get to where it needs to be. Its destination, which is the brain. So by practicing not being greedy, no exercising, which helps to raise the kundalini, right? Lifting weights, doing squats, and eating healthy, it helps the fluid to become light energy. Okay, it helps this Christ oil, this cerebral spinal fluid, and the semen. It helps this Christ oil to illuminate and travel back up the spine so it can illuminate your brain, your mind, and your glands, your pituitary gland and your pineal gland, which is your third eye, right? And all that just is to heighten your senses. That's what you want to have, a heightened sense of awareness. You want your sense of taste, smell, uh, all your senses, sight, everything to be heightened, right? The five and the sixth sense, you can add telepathy in there, okay? That'll be heightened too. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Another way to master thyself through semen retention is not to be lustful, which is semen retention. Alright? Just quit the pornography, okay? Because that's polluting your mind. You know, quit watching pornography because it's hurting your aura and making witches and demons, unseen 4D spirits attached to your aura, and they suck in your energy. Okay, so you quit that, you quit the masturbation, you quit the jerk sessions, you quit jerking the chicken and all that. You know what I mean? No more old faces, right? You get to save that energy in, alright? And through the act of not being lustful, this also helps to raise the kundalini. Okay, because now your mind is not polluted, your mind is free, your mind is open, so is light. You can now receive information. You understand? And not only that, is discipline. It's a very powerful discipline. Out of all these self-mastery that I'm going to give you, don't be lustful. Semen retention is probably the hardest one. Okay, I can only speak for the males. I'm pretty sure it's. I don't know about the females, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the hardest things for the males. If you fall into the trap of lust and watching pornography. So you gotta control your lust. Get on semen retention. 21 days. But take it even further. 120 days. Make that 120-day pledge. Okay? Because when you get to the 3-month mark, that's when you transport into the 4D realm. And you will see some shit. I'm gonna just give you a fair warning right now, okay? Semen retention is highly spiritual. Okay? I'm talking about some physical benefits, but don't forget that semen retention is highly spiritual. It's not no joke. You will become woke. Semen retention is no joke. You will become woke. You understand me? Highly, highly spiritual. Okay, it's one of the hardest things to do. I know that. I know that. When you're on it, some things you're going to experience will just freak you out. Okay, you'll be able to manifest quicker. Okay, I've experienced it. When I was on it, something that I wanted to experience so bad, literally it manifested without me having to really do any work. Just by me feeling it and wanting to experience it. Okay, it was way out of my reach to experience it. Literally, while I was on it, it came knocking at my front door like, "Hey, you want to experience this? I'm right here." I'm like, I never called for you to come here, but here you are. Literally, it worked like that. You will see some things. You will have to fight some spirits, some demons. Okay? If you go 3 months without releasing, okay, the 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 succubus is gonna come after you. That's a given. Cause she's gonna be like, heck no. I was getting this on a regular. Now you just gonna keep that for me? I need that. She will come after you. You're gonna have to stay strong or fight her. Get her off your back. Know why you're doing it, and I trust that you will be strong. Okay? Because you will have to go through. You're gonna have to battle that. Once you hold that energy in, it's so powerful. The ones who've been feeding off that energy are gonna come for it. Just swat them off like flies. They ain't nothing. Tell them be gone. Tell them no. It's easy as that. As simple as black. And then the longer you go, 4 months, 5 months, that's when you start getting to higher realms. And then that feeling of bliss, enlightenment, illumination, your premonition, your vision, power, insight, all that stuff gets raised to the max. Your five senses get heightened. You're literally living in 5D where you can manipulate your environment. Okay? Other people are experiencing something and you see it, but it doesn't affect you. It's weird. Okay? So let's keep going. Number 5. Don't be lazy, boy. Don't be lazy, girl. Keep yourself busy, 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 busy. Don't be busy doing nothing. Alright? Keep yourself busy, mastering yourself, getting to know thyself. Keep yourself busy helping people. Keep yourself busy exercising, taking care of yourself. Keep yourself busy, whatever, helping other people. Okay? Don't just be busy doing nothing, but in order to master yourself and stay on this human retention journey, you gotta keep yourself busy. Okay? If you got time, go exercise. If you got time, do something else. Just do something else. Whatever. Become creative. When you're on semen retention, if you're a creative person, tap into that creativity because it will heighten your sense of creativity. And whatever you do will be 10 times better. If you do music, 10 times better. If you do art, drawing, better. Whatever. Do that. But don't be lazy. Keep yourself busy. And that's how that Christ oil becomes refined. Because like I said, it's all information. So these fluids are taking information. The fluid is saying, "Oh wow, he's eating healthy. He's exercising. He's boxing. He's not being greedy. He's not being lustful." So I'm gonna take all this information. This information is light information because it's good for me. He's doing the right things that's making me healthy. So you know what? I'm gonna just give it right back to him, make him stronger, faster. Healthier, mind sharper, everything. Okay, it's information that liquid that's in you, that's flowing in and out of you from your brain down to your sacrum, into your semen and back up to your spine, if not squandered. Very highly crystallized form of energy, form of light energy in liquid form. Okay, but it's so important because this was the liquid that you were bathed in when you were in your mom's womb, right? You were literally surrounded in cerebral spinal fluid. Okay, you were bathing it, you were swimming in it. Okay, and as you began to develop, this became part of you, and it's still part of you. And you produce this on a regular basis, and it flows all throughout your brain down to your body, touching every part of your spine, your 33 vertebrae, which every vertebrae is connected to a different body part, body function, organ, collecting all this information. And while it's doing that, if not squandered, it's healing you, giving you cell regeneration, new blood cells. Okay, new red blood cells, new white blood cells. Okay, to fight off viruses and diseases. You know what I mean? Very, very important process. So do not get lazy. Do not waste that Christ oil. right? Keep going. Number 6. Don't be quick to anger, and that's gonna be tough. Okay, why is it gonna be tough? If you're a man and you semen retention, you're saving your testosterone. So I'm gonna just give you fair warning. When you're first doing this, if this is your first rodeo, it's gonna be a lot of energy to handle. To try to tame this energy and control it, it's gonna be hard at first, cause you're gonna have this fire that's building up inside of you, right? Right? It's gonna force you to deal with all these things, and if you don't deal with your demons, you know it's gonna be forced to come to the surface, and it will come to the surface, and you might slip up here and there, but you just have to know that okay, the reason this is happening is because there's a fire burning inside me, and I might get out of control sometimes. Just don't get way too out of control. But just know that that's what's happening. When you might blow up on somebody or flip out, you know, because it happened to me when I started the cemetery. Like when somebody said something that just triggered me, usually my reaction would just be whatever. But when I was on semen retention, those first few weeks, holding in that testosterone would just make you yeah, you're liable to explode, okay? And all I have to say is, if you have your aggression and anger pretty much in control to a certain degree, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, of course, if you're a crazy, violent person, then it might be an issue. Okay, but if you're just a regular person that gets mad here and there, might say some things, yeah, you might really say something when you're on it, but that's as far as it will go and it should go. You know what I mean? So just know that while you're holding in that testosterone, your bravado is gonna step up. You're just gonna have that fire building inside of you, and sometimes you're gonna wish you could just whoop some ass. You know what I mean? Just like, dude, like somebody say something wrong, but it's lower vibratory, but you just kind of have to go through the motion because it's your body dealing with it and having to get used to it. And once you get used to the feeling, and once you get used to that fire burning inside of you, and once you are aware and you realize what it is, then you can control it. Then you can be aware of when you might be triggered and be like, okay, I know what's happening right now. You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of T-Rone in me, but that's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool because I'm doing the right thing. I'm holding in my light, and it's light. And when it goes to my brain and regulates for a few more weeks and a few more months, then you start to become balanced because the melatonin and the serotonin, the white oxytocin that comes from the pituitary and the golden melatonin type substance that comes from your pineal, when these goes through your body, it helps to regulate your aggression. It helps to regulate your fear. It makes you more cheerful, happy person. Because and it helps your sleep rhythm. So if you're getting better sleep, you're getting better dreams. Okay, you're eating right, you're exercising, being healthy. It all goes hand in hand. It all goes hand in hand. I mean, eventually you're going to be balanced out emotionally. Is what I'm trying to say. So you won't be so quick to anger because it's a balance. The pituitary and the pineal, the female and the male is flowing within you, and you're letting it flow down and back up. You're letting that cycle happen without squandering it. So eventually, it's gonna balance your mind, your body, and your soul. Eventually, you're just gonna have to get through the first hump, the first few weeks, that battle. Okay? But it's okay. Let it burn. Let it burn. Like I said, keep yourself busy. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Keep yourself busy. Okay, that's how I can control that fire that's burning inside me. I go to the gym and I let it out. When I'm in the gym, I'm making sounds like I don't care. I'm putting it all in there. You know what I mean? And then when I go hit that bag, I'm laying all that out on that bag. You know what I mean? I'm just punching that bag to death. Punch that bag till I can't no more. Alright? Let's keep going. Number 7. Don't be jealous or selfish. Now, if you're one of those hating type folks, always hating on the next man for what he got and what you don't got, just let that go. Okay? Let that go. You are a divine being. You don't need to worry about what the next man got, because everything you need is already inside of you. Okay? So if everything you need is already inside of you, you have everything to give. So there's no reason to be selfish. Okay? There's no reason to be selfish. You can give your time, you can give your energy to helping people, helping the youth. Okay? Don't just, you can be out here helping yourself with your self mastery. Okay? But don't be selfish. Does that make sense? You mastering yourself, but don't be selfish. Meaning it's about you, but it's not all about you. It's about us. It's about we. That's why I feel like I'm mastering myself, but I can also share this energy because I'm not selfish. I can share this info because I'm not selfish. I want all of us to reach here because it's gonna be better for the world. The world's gonna be a better place if a majority of the men are practicing self-mastery and semen retention. Plain and simple. Okay? This will fix a lot of the issues we have now because as men we'll be able to think better. Okay? And it will be able to evolve. Because right now society is designed to keep us in a box and keep us at a pretty much it puts a cap on our evolution. It's like you can only go so far. And then when you think you're actually evolving, it's just an illusion of evolution. Okay? It's artificial evolution, which it's not real. Okay, that's not real evolution. Because you're still stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, you know? Things are supposed to evolve, things are supposed to change. But things have been the same. It's just an illusion of change, but everything's still the same. And it's old, it's tired, and it's over with, and you can see the earth is showing you that it's over with. Okay, so you need to have your chakras right. You need to have that light inside you, because the earth is getting lighter. The earth has moved into a part of the solar system that has more light energy and plasma. So if you're not light and you don't have light energy flowing through you, you are going to be eradicated. Okay? So master thyself, get on semen retention. Number 8. Don't be prideful or boastful. And yeah, we live in the social media age, the selfie age. You know, to take pictures, see what I got, see how I look age, you know. It's easy to be prideful and boastful today. It's easy to do that. We're all guilty of that, including me. I'm not excluding myself. Okay, I have been prideful of some things and boastful, even when I'm in shape or eating healthy, or you know. And then I realized, you know what? I'm not just gonna be here and say, "Hey, look at me, look at me." I'm gonna try to help people. Like, "Hey, look at me. Here's how I can help you get to where you need to be, if that's where you want to be." Okay, and I'm learning, and we can both learn from each other. I'm always asking questions. Always asking questions. Every day I wake up, I have another question, and the hole just gets deeper and deeper. Okay, so don't be prideful, don't be boastful. Alright, when you're on semen retention, this is important because by not doing these things, you do make the fluid, the semen, the cerebrospinal fluid that's flowing in you, you make it light. You give it light energy. If you're showing off and you're trying to make people envious of you, that's gonna keep, put it like this. If you're jealous, selfish, prideful, boastful, quick to anger, lazy, lustful, greedy, you're right, you're not eating right, not eating a plant-based diet, you're not healthy, you're gonna be stuck in a lower form of vibration. So when this fluid is flowing through you from your top chakra, your crown chakra, your brain, all the way down to your sacrum, your lower chakra, your root, if you're in a lower vibration, this information and this crystalline fluid, this Christ oil that's in you, stays in the 3D, stays in the lower vibration, it stays in the sacrum. And then if you're wasting it, then okay, obviously you know where it's gone. It's gone. But if you don't waste it, it raises up the Kundalini, It goes back to the brain, where it's refined, transmuted, and resurrected. Okay? Giving you illumination, insight, a heightened sense of awareness, and enlightenment. Okay? And new brain cells are activated, the dormant brain cells are reawoken, and your body goes through healings, new blood cells, cell regeneration. You become stronger, faster, all those things. More telepathic. I don't know how else to say it. This is literally, semen retention is the beginning and the way to self mastery, because once you get on the semen retention thing for a while, everything else starts to fall in place. Every other discipline starts to fall into place. Semen retention will force you to reevaluate everything and change everything, because this process that happens inside of you it kind of forces you to become the natural person that you are naturally, right? And I've dropped plenty of videos getting deep into the science of how it works, and I'm gonna keep reiterating it so that you understand why this is so important. Why it's so important to save your sex energy, because it's such a powerful thing. It's the easiest thing to waste. It's the easiest thing to let go. It's the hardest thing to hold on to. It's the hardest thing to keep. It's one of the hardest things to reserve, especially if you're a male. But I have faith in you, especially you guys, the youth. You have all the power. Once you start to become into your own, just know that someone is telling you early in advance, don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that trap of lust. I know you get bombarded with it 24/7. Don't fall into that trap of lust, because that's a very powerful energy that they use against you to harness your energy and feed off of you and keep you stuck in a lower vibration instead of in a higher vibration. So if you're in a higher vibration, okay, you're not being prideful or boastful or jealous, this fluid inside you can rise because it becomes light energy. Rises to your brain and crystallizes your third eye pineal gland. Simple as that, simple as black. So I feel like that's one thing that we should all be focusing on, mastering ourselves and teaching the youth how to master themselves too, okay? Because it's never too early to start to learn about who you really are, inside and out, and understanding the biology and physiology, and yeah, pretty much getting deep into the roots of the being that you are, okay? Not just on a physical level, but also on a spiritual level, okay? Because you are more than what you think you are. And right now, the changes that are taking place on this planet are going to force you to have to dig in deep to find out who you really are, discover who you really are, and you automatically have to be on the road to self-mastery. Because if you don't know thyself, you don't know your body, you don't know what's going on, you're not taking care of yourself, things that's about to take place, the planet is going to wipe you off. Planet is in high vibrational state right now, which means the beings on this planet have to be on a high vibration. Okay, the Earth's Schumann resonance, which is the Earth's heartbeat, it's going crazy. So that means naturally the beings on this planet are going to have to change too. And the planet is moving to a place of love and light and plasma energy. So you have to become love and light and plasma. And the way to become love, light, and plasma is to save your love, light, and plasma energy that's deep inside you, which is that Christ oil. Save that energy for as long as you can. Let that light burn inside you. Let it shine. Let it burn and let it overflow. Let your cup overflow. Alright? And that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You already know I'm King Astro. And that's how it goes. I'll see you on the next video, alright? Peace, love, and light.